Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Biblio Fitness. Hold on a second. Hope you all had a great day. Hope you all had a great start to your weekend. Made some beautiful gains. Today, I did want to kind of go off a little off topic, considering that I've been mainly talking just about Nietzsche, but kind of not really. But kind of just wanted to give an update on my own, my own. Continued progress of idealizing, I guess, training, right? Like, I've talked about this many times on the channel, but, if I didn't have the gym, and have working out, probably wouldn't be here right now. And in this process of trying to read and understand all this and trying to elevate, and progress and get all these ideas and use it for my own advantage in life as well, right? You don't just want to read, but actually apply. I've gone to love working out. I've gone to love this whole progressive overload and training and trying to beat your numbers and all this shit, um, because if you like, as this progresses, my love for that progresses or elevates or becomes more and more profound because these ideas are starting to shape my perception of training as well, right? Because it's to use a religious pun, training really has become my holy place. Um, Training, working out, that hour and a half, 2 hours that I have really to myself, really has become a holy land, my holy place. My tri-weekly pilgrimages to my holy land and to my own Jerusalem, I guess you could say, and it's just being able to be there and being quiet and I don't have a training partner and I kind of don't want to. Being alone with your thoughts and finding vindication in a lot of the passions and drives that we are not really allowed to exercise anymore, right? They're considered to be villainous, they're considered to be toxic, they're considered to be destructive. But something with training is that it really allows you to realize that these instincts that are so villainized are what is essential for growth. At least for someone like me that trains a little angry, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Um, this is a place where we can channel that, where to use a Nietzsche analogy, is not only learning how to use the stallion, the great stallion of our drives, but also the ass. To be like Dorian Yates and say, I'm using controlled aggression to be able to bottle up all this energy and this fury on a specific objective. There's so many things that one can abstractly can ab- can apply to life in an abstract way, and that's something that we are very good at, right? Us as human beings, is to be able to abstract all these different concepts into different facets of our lives, and that's what training did for me, right? And it provided structure, and even though I didn't reap the reward of that decision, of that monumental decision, it's slowly starting to bear fruit. And while I'm still fighting a lot of temptations and drives, just like everybody else, really, the gym is really beginning and has begun to show me what it means to instill discipline in oneself and to be willing to let go of things that you thought you was essential, that you thought was important, but in reality they were just distractions. That's why I love bodybuilding, because it really does vindicate some of my innate biases, I guess you could say. Let's just be honest here, right? That's what we do. And because going to the gym and going like a monk, what I'm saying, being able to be by yourself in your own thoughts and not have to listen to the rabble, and being in the gym and being able to see that relying on yourself, is the best feeling, right? It's the ultimate pressure as well. But like, it's such an individual sport, I guess you could say, that if you're not making any progress, it's all on you. But if you are, it's all on you, right? There is no teammates. There's no excuses to be made. It all matters is your adherence and your discipline, and continuing to go down and progress on this journey. And that's what I've been trying to apply, throughout the rest of my life. Be more disciplined, be more long term, use more long term approach and planning, because I have those problems of, self destructive behavior now. It's like a tick that you have to always be watchful of your mind and being watchful what your drives are trying to do, what excuses they're trying to make. But the gym is just like being able to help me really channel everything, and being able to vindicate my introverted tendencies, right? To realize that I don't need anybody. Like, I don't really need people to progress. um, in the gym, you really do begin to see that, much of what's being told is bullshit. Our aversion to suffering is why we are so pitiful, right? Why our civilization is declining. But something like the gym taught me, because I used to run away from suffering, right? I used to drink and I used to do all this stuff, stupid shit, because I wanted to run away from the suffering of life and the suffering of the world around me and the environment, and running away and trying to numb oneself doesn't, it's just allowing that demon to continue to grow. Just run away from it, but eventually it's going to catch up to you once again. But in the gym, you start to realize, and I began to realize, is that only through continued excursions to the desert, excursions to this baptism of fire, can you really feel cleansed. That it is only through great pain that you really feel true ecstasy, right? And not to sound like a fucking masochist, but placing yourself in those situations where you are fighting with every fiber of your being against your own conscience, right? To rely on one's instincts for once, to not overthink so much, to trust in the process and let go. Just go at it and continue to go at it, you know. Especially in the middle of a top set, a lot of times it's happened to me is I'm going at it and I don't feel like I'm gonna get 10 reps, and somehow I do, even though from like the second or third rep was heavy as fuck. But I'm like, no, let's keep going, no, let's keep going, no, let's keep going, let's keep going, and because that particular facet is one thing is like we tend to overthink so much. I tend to overthink to the point of complete let, let lethargy, really, where I overthink myself to complete stop. I don't know. Like I stop myself. I always considered that there's gonna be a defeat on the other side. What's the point? And with the gym, it's just like just because you're nervous, it doesn't mean you're gonna fucking fail. And probably a lot of these lessons are pretty obvious to a lot of people, but um, it's only through the gym that I really started figuring out these essential things. I didn't really have guidance. I've had to figure a lot of this out on my own, and being able to abstractly apply all this stuff has been essential. Has brought new lease on life, and being able to knowing that give it time and keep your head down and keep training and keep going at it, trusting that what you're doing is the right thing. It's eventually you're going to reap the benefits of that labor. And the tougher the labor, the greater the individual, and you have to continuously seek greater burdens and greater challenges. And that's what I'm trying to fucking do for, like, apply to the rest of my life. It's just you know that's really the training and bodybuilding is like that. The gym is really the place where I got to really concentrate on these things and try to figure out how I can use it for the rest of my life. And obviously, stoicism and Nietzsche has helped out a lot tremendously to provide with the correct avenues of thought in order to achieve these sort of things. Being able to control one's emotions, not to get angry, um, not to be burdened by anxiety of things that have not happened yet and stuff like that. Being able to cleanse the mind and clear the mind and focus on a specific goal. Um, there's just so many variables to training that are amazing, and as this continues to progress, I'm gonna probably fall in love with it even more. Um, that's why I try to get people on it as well. It's obviously not for everybody, but continuously chasing discomfort and knowing and learning all these things is what I needed in life. And just like everything else, it doesn't happen all of a sudden. Clicking these messages and these lessons clicking in their head. But it's great, being able to put in work and then see it reflected back upon you and becoming like an undisputable fact that you're doing correctly, is amazing, and I'm sure it's helped out a lot of people and saved a lot of people's lives, being able for, and the gym being this avenue and this mechanism, this a way of being able to vindicate that to yourself, to be able to instill self-confidence, to be able to instill discipline and all these essential traits in order to survive in this very hedonistic, very distracting consumers world, right? So um, it's really great. um, I really do hope everyone gets the right on, try the gym one day and try progressive overload, not try like a pitch, but, really train hard and really go after it. That feeling after the gym where, like you're beat and you did all that you can, um, is amazing. But you first have to get through that fire first, right? It's only through the baptism of fire can you ever be truly cleansed. Can you ever truly grow, right? Not what other people like to say now. Um, that's the only way to grow, is pain. So, you know, I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. Getting big as fuck. But just wanted to share a little bit of that. I've been trying to, I've been reflecting on that recently, and it's made me love it even more. Like I really have my ritual down and everything. The more I train, the more I love it. It's fantastic. So thank you all for listening. That'll be all for today. Hope you all make beautiful gains. Get your reading done because that's what I'm about to do. And until next time, peace.